Ding, ding, crazy. Oh.
绝杀的攻略，中中的学法学渣，电车在上路之后别挂，来来来，全力更新扩大，拿下把头上最身价，哒哒，拿一把的 get 拿 get 下，这场就是上帝属于赢家。
Move Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform. Describe what you want, and watch it take shape. You can plan, customize, and expand in any direction. From tools built for one, to platforms ready for many. From passion projects to enterprise-grade systems. Everything is built in and ready to launch. It's a new world of creation, where you can go as far as your imagination takes you. Can you imagine it? Let's make your dream a reality, right now.
With Google Play Games, you can play unlocked. Unlock bigger screens and better controls. All for the crown. Go play on PC with Google Play Games. Download now.
que vai, é DJ moleque bom, ele tem experiência, esculacha a concorrência, quem moleque vai, vai, é DJ que vai, é DJ
Aprovecha grandes ahorros con Hot Buy, desde solo $299 en la venta de Año Nuevo de Ashley. Nuevos estilos para cada habitación de tu hogar, justo a tiempo para 2026. Compra en Ashley hoy.
Good night, good night.
moleque bom, é DJ moleque bom, ele tem experiência, esculacha a concorrência, aquele moleque bom.
Você disse que era meu, mas cara, na mentira. Tô de salto alto, vou deixar você
It has been quite a while since I've last posted. I was so caught up with work and finally got the chance to tell you my experience from the past few projects. This video is made in partnership with Adobe Firefly.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
As a creator, I've really been proficient with a lot of my processes. I've been prepping my shoots, storyboarding it, having scripts, having little short lists and call sheet. Everything is all been pre-planned pretty well. The cameras nowadays are also very easy to operate and it makes the whole experience more efficient. But the thing is, when it comes to editing, even though there are things that's improving for all the editing suites, there's some parts that still requires a bit of finesse. So this is why whenever I ended my shoot, I always put off my editing to the end because I don't have the mind space to fully commit myself to sit down and last 3 to 4 days of my time to go through the footage and take another 3 to 4 days just to craft a whole narrative out of that. You can prep well, you can shoot well. Editing, there's always some parts that is choking you up midpoint, you know. So I always wanted to streamline my editing workflow, and this is why I am trying out Adobe Firefly. It now integrates with partner models like VO 3.1 and Gen 2.5, and I want to see how can these integrate seamlessly with my editing workflow. So now we're in Adobe Firefly, and we can see that there's a lot of things going on. There's a few tabs around here. There's create, generate, ideate, production. There's a lot of things. What I know is for create, you can create different things to help in your pre-production. We have create a storyboard, we have create a board, we have editing an image, and edit the video. So these are the newer versions that are out. You can come into here and we can see that, you know, we have a new functions here. We can use BO 3.1, we can use different Ray 3, Ray 2s. So we click on it and we just need to input all our general settings. So this playing video that I have is good enough, but we have only 4 clips, and I feel what's missing here is establishing wide shot. You know, like we have a lot of shot is like on the floor, on the ground, camera POV shot, but we need a shot to establish the place. So this is why I use the VEO 3.1 to generate this drone shot that is overseeing the entire Singapore River as I'm cycling through it. So let's try to type that into the prompt. Drone footage of a cyclist cruising down the Singapore River, hit generate. So we're gonna wait a while and yeah, chill out. So we generated a very nice cinematic top-down drone shot of a cyclist going through Singapore River, and this is good for me to insert at the middle point of our video sequence. And without this drone shot, it feels like we are always within the space that we're at and don't have a context of where we are. And this is a very good example of how AI could potentially come in to help in all these little things. So when we go through the sequence, it feels like, you know, we are having close-up, and then we have a good wide shot to establish the space, and then we end off with this ending shot of me arriving at the bridge. Following that, we're gonna jump into the next thing, which is to generate soundtracks. So that is something that I'm very interested in because I'm taking hours to just find a good track. You know, sometimes I'm going back and forth, putting a new track and testing it out, not good, find for another 2-3 hours. So having this new feature is really good for me to experiment what kind of vibes I want, what kind of feeling that I want, and it will generate 4 different tracks for me to choose from. So I'm doing it to upload the final footage into here, and I will just click on, and this platform makes it very easy to find my mood, my vibes. So I just click what I need to do, click on whatever I feel like it. Okay, and from here, just click generate. It's pretty easy, it's a one-step solution. From there, you just wait, and it will come out with these 4 tracks. And these 4 tracks, you can have a listen, and you will play through with the video so that you have a very good guide on how it will turn out. Oh, looks pretty good. So at the end of the day, I think AI is not really replacing editing. You know, we are not replacing the entire efforts of editors. But the artist itself has to decide what they need to create, what to prompt, and I think it just makes that execution level slightly easier, but the creativity essence still retains. And I really love how this feature streamlines the whole process, and potentially I can see me using these features as we go along in the near future.
So if you want to give Adobe Firefly a shot, the link is in the description box down below. If you enjoyed this, feel free to give this a like and subscribe for more. See you on the next one.
Let's
Okay, if there's one AI site builder you need to meet, it's this dope tech from Wix. Now, this whole flow is a conversation, so your words actually build your website. I'm going for a store, and after a free-flowing conversation, I get this detailed site brief. And just like that, my first draft is ready. Now, that's dope. Next, you can really get in there and style it your way. Here's the fun part. You can regenerate this whole thing over and over. Or you can tweak something specific, like your layout. Let me describe what I had in mind. Yeah, that's fire. If there was ever a time to speak life into your dreams, it's right now using the Wix AI website builder.
With Google Play Games, you can play unlocked. Unlock rewards with Google Play Points. So the more you play, the more you earn. Go play on PC with Google Play Games. Download now.
When you deliver with DoorDash, you get to choose when you do it and when you don't.
Okay, I think I'll do it now.
Now works, yeah. But if it doesn't, you can also set your schedule around your other commitments.
Good, because I have a lot of those.
Tell me about it. So whenever it works well for you, you can make a few extra bucks.
I guess I do have an hour to kill.
And when earnings on your time, you can enjoy more quality time.
I really enjoyed this book.
Make money on your time. DoorDash. Sign up today.
English is my second language, and I always have so many ideas in my head, but I find it hard to organize and express them very clearly and concisely in English, and that's where Grammarly comes in. Using Grammarly has honestly been a game changer. Let me show you how I use my Grammarly as a content creator. First, there is the AI feature. I use this to brainstorm ideas super fast and lay out my main keywords in an efficient way. Or I straight up ask help for the brainstorming of different hooks for my videos too. The next feature is my favorite, the humanizer. It rewrites your draft in different voices so you can choose the best one that would sound like you. You could also customize to a specific tone you prefer by describing it to the AI chat.
Then as you can see, the suggestions pop up section by section, allowing you to make detailed adjustments.
This one is also very useful for me, the reader's reactions.
It basically predicts what your audience may think when they read your content.
Their key takeaways, possible questions, even where they might get confused. So go ahead and level up your productivity and get Grammarly today.
Just